Alright, boys and girls, Uncle Dave, it's the night of the 18th of June, and I've been at the property for a while. As you guys know, think I've got a ride up to go hiking, so that should be coming in the next couple days. But there's dinner for the night. We got rice in the Morris pot, and we got that's some Cajun sausage of some sort that I got over at the Amish market. It was only $35. It's deep frozen, and it was getting close to expiration date. That's why, did I say $35? It's $1.35, and it's a pretty damn good deal. So I got a couple of those and put them up in the neighbor's freezer. So every couple days I can go up and grab one of those out of the freezer and pop it on the grill here. Should be eating pretty good and spice up the rice, you know. I spend a lot of days just eating plain rice. And yeah, it's nice to have something like that every once in a while. So I'll see you guys next couple days, and we'll see what we're doing. We should be leaving on this hike soon. Alright, I'm packing up camp right now, but I just wanted to talk to you guys real quick. Yeah, the lighting might suck because we're inside the canvas tent, but I do a lot of different things. The last year I've been experimenting, burying things and putting things in different places in different containers to seeing what the squirrels will actually chew through and what the chipmunks will go through and what the rats and stuff can get to. And usually the stuff that I bury deep enough I don't have a problem with, as long as the container is sealed and waterproof. But we're going to be putting some of this stuff up in a tree this time. We got a camo bucket, and that's how I store all my rice. When I take it out of the 25-pound bags that they come in, I put them in water jugs, just because it keeps it waterproof and really tight, so I know that they're always going to be dry and not getting spoiled, and it's just another layer. You know, mice chew through plastic bags pretty quick, but I've noticed that at least the mice won't really chew through those. And it's a good idea to have, I like to have a lot of rice on hand, because at least I know I have, each one of those, 2 of those gallons full of rice is easily 30 days of food for me. At least basic food, and I can collect edibles and stuff to add some greens and do whatever I need to do, but I eat rice a lot for long periods of time. But anyways, that's how I store it. This is also Bisquick in here. I have flour and stuff for baking in the same things, and it stays really dry. It's a lot better than the packaging that it comes in, and it's easier to store. But we got this bucket here, and this one we're gonna just have rice, but we're gonna put 2 gallons in this. Yeah, these fit. I figured those would fit pretty good in that one. And then we have this. This has like 8 packets of instant oatmeal. I eat oatmeal every morning, so I want to have some oatmeal in there. A package of Bix, all sealed and new. A big piece of chert flint rock. I like to have that. I can break that up into a bunch of different pieces, and I don't know, having that and a piece of steel somewhere, and you got fire forever at least. So I like having that in there. I put some soy sauce in there because it lasts forever. The shelf life is really long on soy sauce, and make that rice more enjoyable. And here's another jar. I put this stuff in the glass, so just in case a squirrel does get through here, as I don't know how it's going to go, at least the stuff in the glass won't be, if you have it in glass jars, the animals can't get to it. Most animals won't chew through glass or metal unless they'd really have to be really, really hungry. A bear might be able to break this if he can get to it, but if it's in a tree or something, plus these are sealed, completely sealed, so it's usually a pretty good way to store stuff is in glass jars. But, glass jars can be expensive, and you can only have so many of them. You can't store this much rice in glass jars. You can, I just don't have that many jars. So we got some rice, some soy sauce. I tried to fit the rubbing alcohol, a full bottle of rubbing alcohol in here, because I think rubbing alcohol is pretty crucial as far as first aid goes, plus you can use it in the alcohol stove. But really for first aid, because if you cut yourself, or even small cuts can get infected really quick, and I've always, I know you get more scarring if you use alcohol because it dries the wound out, but I rather just dump alcohol on it and not get an infection. That's what I usually do. Here's 2 pounds of peanut butter, which I don't know, it looks like it's just going to barely fit. And here's another packet of rice of some kind. Oh yeah, where are these going? And then 2 candles. I have 2 candles that I like to keep in here. There's room for all this. And 6 batteries. These are the batteries that go in my headlamp, so it's nice. I'm going to put these actually in one of the jars so they're waterproof. I don't have to worry about that. Because those got a 3 or 4 life on them, so they should be fine. And I don't know, that's about it. We're not really going to fit much more. I guess I can try to put a couple cans of vegetables in here. See how that goes when we go to shut it. Here you go, a bag of change too. What the heck, we might need it next time we come up here. There you go. And now that's really about 30 days worth of food for me, no problem. I can do 30 days with that. So I just want to make a quick video. Now I'm going to go and tie that up, hang it way up in the canopy, in the oak trees that I have here. And we'll see how it goes. When we come back a couple weeks from now, we'll check it, and then we'll put it back up there. And we're going to leave it out there probably until October and see, just see how it goes. I'll probably be here most of that time, but I'm not going to touch it. We'll leave it up there, see if the animals can get to it, and see if the squirrels get to it. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, evening of June 19th. That's what I've been working on. I worked on packing up stuff so we can get going tomorrow, but I got this bench almost done. I really need to get another log because this log is not going to work out. So I'm going to move this one over and get a log that's a little more even with this one. And we'll be all done there. It's nice and high off the ground. It's perfect. It's right where I want it as far as being high enough off the ground. And I even carved a little flat area to put a plate or to put the pan, so when I take it off the fire I can set it there, or in the morning I can put my coffee cup there while sitting by the fire warming up. Nice little table thing there added to the bench. So it's pretty sweet, pretty psyched about that. And yeah, tomorrow might be the day we take off on this trip, and it's probably only going to be a 3 or 4 day trip, and then my buddy is going to come up and meet me up there, and then I might go and do some stuff and see my dad. I'll be a couple days late for Father's Day, but I think I want to go and see him and hang out with him for a couple days, and then I'll be back out here in the woods, or I might be going on this trip to California. I'm trying to see. My buddy just came into town and he's going to be driving out there soon, so I might go with him. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I want to go do some crazy hiking trips. I want to do something awesome. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that and how to get out there to do it. So the 19th, I'll see you guys a little later. So I've been so excited about all the cocoons I have on my tent, thinking, oh, there's going to be all kinds of butterflies and moths. Well, sadly, all of the spiders that are crawling all over my tent have sucked out all of their brains pretty much. I think this one is still alive, but all of those ones are dead. And all of the ones that were over here, they're all dead. They all dried up and nothing happened to them, and it's because I have all these damn spiders. There's the guy. He's probably responsible. Yeah, that's him. He sucked the brains out of every single caterpillar, and the only one that's really I know alive is I have one hidden in here where I kill any spiders that come in the tent usually, or sometimes I'll scoot them out, but most of the time I kill them because some of them are gnarly. So there is a living caterpillar in there, but we'll see how it does. Alright, well, I don't know, here's something you probably guys don't see every day. This is a collection of caterpillars, and some of them are freaking huge. I mean, that one's like probably 4 inches and is as wide as my finger. And it has little feet. It's crazy. Their feet are like big little suction cups. But there's like 20 of them in there. But something that you definitely don't see every day is this. This is caterpillar turds. They look like little green stars. They're really weird. I've been seeing them all over the forest and wondering what they are. Well, I know what they are now because I've seen them fresh coming right out of the caterpillar. It's a caterpillar turd. Pretty interesting. Definitely figured that they turd, but didn't know what it looked like. So now I do. Alright, June 22nd. I'm still at the property. I don't know, this hike's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen when and where I thought it was gonna happen. So I don't know, you'll see it eventually. But anyways, I'm digging a hole right here in the tent because this is where I had some of the supplies, and it's been a whole year. So I want to see how they did and if the package leaked and if there's water in it. And I have a bow in there. I'm hoping that's not ruined because it's made out of wood. But it's also a hell of a lot deeper than I thought it was. I guess I was really gung-ho on getting this in there deep because it's at least 4 feet in. I've hit it. I've hit the container now, but it's a much deeper hole than I thought. I must have been really excited while burying this. But I'll show you guys what it looks like when we pull it out. Well, there it is. Sadly, I ripped the damn bag. I always do that with the shovel. And I don't have another one. I was planning on wrapping this up and put it back down. But that hole is a lot bigger than I usually make it. I mean, I could easily fit in that hole with like 2 feet of cover. It's like 4 feet deep. It's pretty crazy. But let's go outside and bust this plastic off of here and see if everything's wet or dry. Alright, I was going to try to save the bag, but we're not going to do that. Oh, nice. Double bagged. We are going to save the second bag. And a phone number on it and everything, so some jerk off is metal detecting on your property and he finds it even though it's posted land. Happens sometimes. I feel a little moisture on the bag, but not really, it's dry. See, I put a Velcro layer on both sides of the rim, so it keeps it shut, but guess what? Everything is dry in there. 1 year. There's a rice stash, a bunch of tools, some shotgun shells, Weber fuel cubes, an axe, a trowel, some bug spray, just some emergency stuff. But 1 year in the hole and it was perfectly dry, so it's going back in there for a couple more years. Emergency use only. Alright, so it's already the 24th of June, which is crazy. A couple weeks, almost 3 weeks go by so quick out here nowadays. But we're packing up. I'm glad to be packing up. Hopefully we're heading for some drier weather. It's just been so wet and damp out here. It's really hard keeping this canvas tent dry in the summer months. Every other month seems to be okay. The winter is even easier out here than the summer is, really, because from the end of May to about August, it's just so moist and wet out here you really can't get anything done. Get the fire going, take the tent down. My buddy's coming up to meet me, and I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna go see my dad for a couple days and wish him a late happy Father's Day. But I think I'm gonna try to get my ticket to go out west. I don't know. Hiking and backpacking in Maine and everything is really beautiful, but I'm ready to go see some big trees and some parks, and I have a bunch of friends out there, and I think there's some work for me out there, so I'm gonna go make some money, because I just took 2 years off of work almost. I've been living off my gold and silver, and that stuff's getting pretty low these days. So break down the tent, and I don't know, next time you guys see me, hopefully I'll be on some crazy adventure. Take it easy. See you guys later. Thanks for joining me on all these days out here in the canvas tent. Uncle Dave, DEECEE's Adventures, Off the Grid Experiment, 2015. Catch you guys on the next video. Look at what I made. Sweet little smoking pipe. Made out of maple. The grains are coming out pretty nice. Oiled it up. She stands like this, or she'll stand like this. She has flat sides on both sides, so she'll sit both ways. Pretty good one. I make these every once in a while. That way I don't have to carry one on me. Just leaving the property in Brownfield, and we're not even a mile away from the property, and there's a huge tortoise crossing the road. We're gonna pull up next to him and get a closer look real quick. He's probably gonna get into the shell though, because he's probably been dealing with coyotes and everything, so he's probably pretty skittish. Hey little guy, you made it across the road. And then he's off into the great Maine wilderness.